When people have a near-death experience and they go through their life review, they literally become every person they've ever interacted with. Now, this also includes animals. So, like one little girl who tied a ribbon around her dog's neck too tight, she experienced it from the dog's perspective, having a feeling like that she was being choked all day. Now, sometimes little things we do that seem like nothing are a huge thing to heaven. And I'm going to give you one example. First, I'm going to tell you from the man's perspective who was having the life review, and then I'll tell you from the cat's perspective who he rescued. So, from his perspective, he's got this farm with a bunch of animals and pigs and goats and cows and chickens and dogs and cats and all these animals. And one day, this starving cat shows up and he just says, "Oh, okay, one more animal, adopt it and treat it like a member of the family." And they did, they nursed it back to health. Now, from the cat's perspective, it was completely different. This cat had been abandoned as a kitten. It knew nothing its whole life except for loneliness and struggle and suffering. And this one year, it just got really weak and got too weak to hunt. And it knew it's over. I'm too weak to hunt. I'm going to die. Now, it knew to stay away from human beings. Animals know that some human beings kill and we can be dangerous. And so, stayed away from the house. And it thought, well, there's this house over there and there's these other animals there and the human beings are kind of taking care of them. And they're probably going to kill me if I go over there because I'm an outsider. I'm not part of the family and not part of the herd, but I don't have any choice. I got to take a chance. So it goes over there thinking, yeah, this is probably my end. And they adopt it and they feed it and they give it a home, and it goes from being lonely and desperate and only knowing struggle to having love and affection. The kids would pet it and always having food and comfort and a home and a big family. And it made a huge difference in the cat's life, huge difference. And that man said when he looked at all the things he had done in his life review, rescuing that lonely cat was one of the crowning achievements of his life. So if you are a person who has rescued an animal, wow, that's a huge thing to those in heaven. It's a beautiful thing. And you're going to feel all the good feelings of that adopted animal when you have your life review someday.